Hey guys, what's going on? Today I am going salmon fishing. We finally had not as much rain as I'd want, but a decent amount. It actually changed the water levels a little bit. So we're going to do a double dipper today. We're going to start out lower tide water on a smaller stream, more of a creek. Should be coho in there, I'm hoping. I really need some fish. Like badly, I need fish. I've got no smoked fish. I got one piece of fish left in the freezer for cooking, and I need some fish. I'm all out of eggs, so I need some more roe to cure up for fishing for later. So today's goal, and this goal all week really, is going to be trying to get salmon. I need some salmon, and I went yesterday to the Humped Phillips River Bridge, and there was fish there, but we got there kind of late in the day, so getting anything to bite was kind of tough. I think they'd already been hammered on a little bit. So, but the nice thing about being able to fish during the week is there's not very many other people out fishing, so that should help. Anyway, the reason I've been MIA, I know you guys know I did do a live feed the last 2 Fridays. My dad died last Thursday. I really loved my dad. He was a great guy. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. He was a little bit on the intimidating side sometimes, especially if you've never met anybody, because he's a big, burly, haired guy with a full beard and gravelly voice. Very deep, gravelly voice. And he would tell you what he thought. I mean, he wasn't like mean about it. Like I hardly ever heard him cuss or anything like that. But he would definitely tell you what he thought about you. So, and he would definitely challenge you. So I loved him a lot. And so today's kind of for him. I'm gonna go catch me some fish for my dad today. I think that's what the deal's gonna be. We're gonna fish some plugs and some spinners. And the normal routine. So stick with me, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. I still need to get to 1,000 followers. I'm this close to having to go back into nursing work again to make money. I really don't want to. I really like doing this. I'm going to dedicate more time to it now. Of course, there's things that are going to be coming up in the future with funerals and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so that's what's going on. So today I'm heading first to a smaller river because I have to hit it when the tide's right. You can only get there during low tide, and then I'm going to go hit a bigger river, Humped Phillips River under the bridge, and hopefully out of those 2 places we can at least get. I would just want one nice hen coho would be really nice. If I could walk away with 2, that would be amazing. So stick with me, guys. I'm going to try to get some good footage for you, and I hope you're having a great Monday. All right, well, we're at the spot. I've seen a couple fish jump and roll. I saw a really nice bright chrome one right over in here. Getting them to bite. I don't know what the trick is this year. Every year there's always like something. Works a little different. I mean, there's obviously some old classics that they'll hit every time, but a lot of times you need to try something new. Because they don't always hit what they hit last year. And this seems to be one of those times. I've thrown everything I've thrown at them in the past. It's right at tide change, which should make it really good. But getting bites, that's the issue right now. They like to pile up under these logs over here. That's where I've been seeing them jump, is they'll come right through that crap floating on the water, like a bass coming through lily pads, and jump and roll. It's kind of cool. Maybe we'll get to see that. I don't know. Oh. Got a little guy chasing it. Why isn't the big guys chasing it? because that's what we want. Gonna make another change. Been making a lot of changes. Try to figure out what it is that they want. Usually it's always pink, but today, who knows? We're gonna try the old MEPS with the bright orange and green and stuff on there. I had a hit on a similar spinner when I first got down here. I don't know if it was a trout or a salmon, but we're gonna find out. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back if I get some action. Well, guys, I am losing my land to stand on. This was all dry just a minute ago, and this tide is flooding in super fast. So I'm going to take another cast here. One more cast for the road, and then we're gonna move up to our other spot and give it a try. Maybe we can get just a little bit of that late morning bite there. I do not know why these fish won't hit. Last time I caught these fish here and they were thick like this, it was like catching fish in a barrel almost every cast, and it didn't matter where you cast it. But today, this whole season seems to be this way. Super picky fish that don't want to bite, and I don't get it. All right, we got to get moving or else we're not going to be able to get out. Because you can't get out through the brush on the bank here. That's impossible, as you can see. So the only way to get out is to walk the river back. But I don't want to go over my waders today. So here we go. I will get back with you guys when I get to the next spot. Just caught this. This is a snagging setup, obviously. 2.5 ounce lead, big old, I don't know, 4-aught treble hook. Crazy heavy line. I want to see what's on the other end though, because could have swore I saw something that might be interesting. And I can hear fish coming up the riffles down there. Anyway, there's that. Let's pull up this line and see what's on the other end. Just a big tangle of snot. Nothing. Anyway, it's out of my way now. But anyway, we're at the next spot. There's been fish rolling. Getting them to bite again is seeming to be an issue. I have never had a season so hard to hook fish and get them to bite what I'm presenting. Like, I don't know. Maybe YouTube is the curse. I don't know. This dumb guy. We're gonna take this and just give it a wing up into the brush over there. Oh. So I'm using the plug right now. I had a fish follow it on the very first cast. Just like what happened last time I was here. I was over there, I threw a plug and the very first cast had one follow it, but would not hit it. So frustrating. Be really nice to hook a fish right here. But it does not look like it's going to happen. I'm going to try a spinner for a little bit, and if that doesn't work out, we're going to go over to the other side and do the same things. I still have this Mepps, big orange, green, and yellow Mepps on here. This is usually better for a tidal water lure, but there's a little bit of color in the water, so maybe it'll help. It's kind of tannicky today. Not green. Green would be nice. Let it sink, let it sink, let it sink. Reel it in nice and slow. Nobody even looked at it. I'm gonna try it. It's really deep right through here. Like you can't even see the bottom from the top of the bridge. So that's probably 10 or 15 feet. So there's got to be fish laying in there. Well, I know there is. Like I said, I had one followed on the very first cast with a plug. They do not want that spinner, I can tell you that already. It's too bright. So we're gonna switch spinners, or maybe we'll put a jig on here. I don't know. Nice thing about jigs is you can get them right down into the fish. Let's just go with, I'm just gonna go with the old classic. Classic orange bodied Vibrax number 5. Get this messed up swivel off of here. It was all bent to rat poop. Don't need it no more. Put it on this one right here. I always suggest when you're fishing for salmon to use a hook over swivel like that, because they will just pop these, bend them right out. If it's a big, strong fish. So, and I'm using heavy leader, so. Go. We're going to whip it out there. We're going to reel it in real slow. Ooh, monkey squirt. Anyway, guys, if I get some action, I'll bring you back. Well, you see that black mass right there? That is all fish. And I took the weir down, and I was wondering, because I saw bunches of fish going up the creek. So they must have got their quota of kings anyway. And now there's just piles of coho. Mostly coho, looks like. Some of them are making it up the creek. I don't think I've ever seen this many fish. It's crazy.